One of the most popular games in the world right now is Playtime. It's got thousands of reviews and players, massive brand recognition, and an incredibly active fanbase across all platforms. Now combine that with one of the most popular Discord servers in the world, which just so happens to be the official Playtime server. And what do you get? Chaos. Pure, uncontrollable chaos. And sure, that kind of chaos might be considered normal for most high-traffic servers, but the stuff I'm about to talk about goes beyond normal drama or minor moderation mistakes. I'm here to expose the truth behind some of the people running this server, the truth behind some members of the moderation team. But before we dive deep into this rabbit hole, let me make one thing very clear. Please, and I mean this seriously, do not send hate toward anyone mentioned in this video. That's not the point. I'm not here to start a witch hunt. I'm not here to attack anyone personally. I'm only here to spread awareness about the behavior and actions I've witnessed and the others that have documented it, so more people can understand what's really going on in one of the most influential Discord communities online. And huge shout out to Playtime for the fantastic breakdown and research. They did amazing work documenting this entire situation very maturely, and I'll be referencing a lot of their clips and evidence throughout this video. This script is entirely inspired by them. Now, let's talk about what's really happening inside the Playtime Discord server. Let's start with the moderation team. And let me be clear, not all of them are bad. Not all of them are a part of the problem. Some mods are actually really great. Some are helpful. But unfortunately, a few of them, specifically some of the more active ones, have let the power go to their heads, and it's gotten completely out of hand. Let's start with Arya. Arya is an assistant, I think, on the server. That's a pretty big role. You'd expect someone in that position to act professionally and treat people with some level of basic respect, right? Well, apparently not, because Arya has been treating fans in the server like literal garbage, like they're not even people, just bugs, just something to moderate, something to squash if it gets annoying. In one interaction, someone made a very simple mistake. They messaged Arya directly about a problem instead of using mod mail. A mistake that could have easily been met with a kind correction. Hey, please use mod mail next time, and that's it. But instead, Arya mocked the person publicly, saying she had full rights to mock them just because of the mistake. Really? Is that the kind of behavior you expect from a professional assistant? It's just straight up harassment over something so small. And it didn't stop there. Arya later told another user to stop being rude, or else they'd be timed out or even banned. But here's the catch. She was the one being rude in the first place. She was the one harassing an innocent new member. Imagine joining a massive Discord server for a game you love with a passion, only to be welcomed by a higher-up treating you like complete trash. It's disgusting. It's disappointing. And honestly, it's embarrassing for the Playtime brand. Let's move on to another situation. There was a user in one of the server's voice chats who was streaming content from Instagram. Now, okay, sure, maybe that's not technically allowed by server rules, but when Arya told him stop, he did. He completely stopped streaming Instagram and switched to CapCut, which, by the way, is just a video editing app, not even a social media platform. And despite following her direction, he still got muted. For 2 whole hours. 2 hours of punishment after following the mod's request. Meanwhile, other members, some of them staff, have streamed YouTube and voice chats with no issue. No warning, no mute, nothing. This is clear favoritism. The rules aren't being enforced constantly. They're being used as weapons against people mods don't like. That's not moderation, that's abuse of power. And speaking of hypocrisy, Arya also told people that roleplay isn't allowed in the server. Not even harmless stuff like hugs or waves. Okay, fine, maybe there's a rule against it, but guess what? She does it all the time. So how is it fair to time someone out for writing hugs in chat when the person timing them out does the exact same thing? That's not moderation, that's double standards. Now, let's move on to another moderator, Enderthay. And oh boy, this one's bad. Enderthay was caught leaking private mod mail messages. These are confidential reports submitted by users, and he was just leaking them. Why would you do that? Not only that, he was mocking the reports too, laughing at users who submitted issues. This is the kind of person you trust with sensitive information? Mob entertainment! It gets worse. a user suggested a very reasonable idea, a Google form that would let people report users anonymously. Sounds good, right? Makes reporting easier and safer, because then they don't know who you are and they can't harass you. Because some reason, we have to keep them anonymous, because then Enderday will harass them in front of everyone. But Enderday just brushed it off, treated it like it was a joke, claimed the staff was super friendly, while literally mocking reports behind the scenes. Then came the infamous ban wave. More than 25 people were banned, some of them for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Some were simply trying to share a document that pointed out all of these issues in a structured way. Issues that clearly exist, and that we're talking about right now. Just trying to get a message out, just trying to bring awareness to these problems. And they were silenced, banned, wiped off the server without explanation, including me. That's right, I was a part of that ban wave. Someone got fake screenshots, edited some messages, and handed them off to the admins. Boom, I was gone, banned, no warning, no explanation, and when I tried to appeal, I couldn't. BoogieBot gave me an error, and not once did the admins message me to explain what happened. That's not justice. That's not moderation. That's not even a fair system. That's just power being abused to shut people up. And the worst part? After all of this, the staff just acted like everything was fine, like nothing happened. No apology, no public response, no ownership of any mistakes. They just kept moving forward like the entire server didn't just get hit with a massive wave of silencing, favoritism, and harassment. So I really hope that if any of the higher-ups from the server are watching this video, you'll do the right thing. You'll look into these situations. You'll stop defending people just because they're part of your team. I hope you unban the people who were wrongfully banned, including me. I hope you remove the toxic moderators from the rules and clean up the mess that's been festering in this server for far too long. Because right now, the Poppy Playtime Discord server, the official server of one of the biggest games in the world, is standing on a completely corrupted and unstable platform. And if no one steps in to fix it, if no one holds the bad actors accountable, that platform is going to collapse. And that's the story. That's the reality behind the server that's supposed to represent a game we all love. The Poppy Playtime Discord server is disgusting. Thank you all for watching, and to all my fellow Bagel fans, stay safe, stay smart, and always speak up when something feels wrong. Have a great day.